I cannot wait to talk about these, bro. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today, we've got a detailed look and review on these bad boys right here. Oh my gosh, you don't even know how excited I am about these. This is the Nike Zoom Spiridon. This is fucking awesome. Now, before we deep dive into these bad boys right here, we do have a quick word from today's sponsor, and that's the good folks over at Sole Premise. Now, in case you've never heard of Sole Premise, they actually offer luxury bags in a wide variety of styles. So whether you're into crossbody bags, duffels, performance duffels, day pack style backpacks, or extra large backpacks for a little bit of a longer trip, they have got you covered. All of their stuff is also TSA approved. It fits in the overhead compartments and underneath the seat in front of you. And yes, I have tried this myself. They are the only bags that I use when I travel. If you're interested in trying out Sole Premise, there is a direct link down below in our description box. Don't forget to use the promo code that you see on the screen right here. It will save you a lot. Now, with that being said, they do come in a blacked out Nike sportswear box. We see stuff like this with Foamposite releases. So if you buy those, you'll recognize it right off the bat. If you don't, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I said all that. This is the box, okay? The shoe itself is really interesting because there's actually like good history with these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one hell of a sneaker right here. It features what was once called, I don't know if they actually use this anymore. I do know that it's gonna be, or the tooling is gonna be used on an upcoming Travis Scott trainer, but I can't recall them using this type of cushioning anymore, but it's called Caged Zoom, or at least it used to be called Caged Zoom, and it's fucking fantastic. The shoe itself originally released in 1997, and the Zoom Spiridon was named after Spiridon Lewis. He was the first modern age Olympic marathon winner way back in 1896 when the Olympic Games were held in Athens, Greece. Now, I'm not going to go over Spiridon Lewis's history and everything like that, but just know that that's the inspiration behind the name. However, there was a Spiridon before the Zoom Spiridon from Nike, believe it or not. And that shoe made its debut way back in the 80s, but the two of them are not quite related. Although that original Spiridon shoe was prominently featured in the LA Olympics. Now, the designer of the shoe is Christian Tresser, and he's the man behind the Nike Air Max 97. So if you're seeing any visual similarities, there you go. However, unlike the Air Max 97, these don't feel like bricks. This thing right here is just, I'm telling you, this Caged Zoom, it's one of the things that I've been dying to try for what feels like my entire sneakerhead life. And it took me forever, you know, like 1997 to now.
It's been 84 years.
So starting off with the outsole, it's weird as shit. Not only that, that's where the cushioning is. It's actually caged within the rubber itself. It's so weird. So yeah, we've got segmented rubber. The traction is like unique in and of itself. Clearly pays no homage to the original waffle outsole, so you don't see any real lugs there. All you see is whatever that is. Either way, you've got potted rubber sections right here, and you can see that they are connected via tubes. All of those tubes are, again, underneath that thing because this is a full-length air unit, like Zoom Air unit. You can see this stuff right here where it says Zoom Air. That's actually plastic. That's part of the Zoom Air unit itself. So while this is not going to be a great visual reference, this is a standard full-length Zoom unit. This is something that they use even today. But just imagine this instead. This being glued to the midsole on the bottom and then housing it inside of rubber just to protect it. That is what's going on right here. So that's the shape of the Zoom unit. It's also the shape of the outsole. It's so cool. Now, sitting atop of both of those things is a simple EVA midsole. It does not feel like polyurethane, even though back then the Nike Air Max 97 actually was polyurethane. So it's kind of interesting that we've got two different styles of runners here within the same year or spectrum. Obviously, this one's catering more towards the lightweight aspect of things, whereas the 97, I don't know where they were going with that one. Like, it was just a lot of shoe, a lot of air, all that stuff. Maybe that was the point, more air. But either way, the midsole itself is comfortable by itself, especially if the outsole was just like this and had no zoom, where it's all these weird pods and stuff. It would have made the compression zones very interesting feeling. But the fact that you've got Zoom bottom loaded onto that thing, plus, you know, you're sitting on that EVA ride, this shoe is a trip, dude. Like, I can't even explain how it feels. Like, it almost looks the way that original DMX would be. So if we're gonna bring up a classic like these bad boys right here, this we should know is the DMX 6, and we should also know that Nick Van Exel, Nick the Quick, was up lots of people while wearing these things. But on the bottom right here, we've got the DMX unit, the air transfer system. You can see that here, very similar to what you see right there. You know what I'm saying? Where it says Zoom. Maybe they were biting, I don't know. But we've got 5 DMX packs right there, and then a 6th one right here at the front, all connected via tubes. So when you stepped right here, it would transfer the air into the forefoot, and when you landed on the forefoot, it would transfer the air back to the heel. It's a very weird setup because I don't know if you can see it, but it's bubbled and everything. So it's very strange. This doesn't feel quite as dynamic as that, where with the DMX systems, you really could feel that air moving, like transferring and stuff like that. It felt kind of like your feet were on like a rocking horse almost, you know what I mean? Like it was an interesting feeling. This, again, not quite like that. This is more, I would say, neutral, but still an interesting ride. Like, you just got to try it, man. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, this is cool. Now, the insole is this fucking thing right here. And while it's Dream Cell, this feels amazing, okay? Like, if this Dream Cell insole was inside of Jordan Retros, I would never complain. It does look like it's made of recycled material, but it feels really good. It feels like it's polyurethane. Now, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, look at all that 3M right there. Remind you of anything? If you don't say the Air Max 97, what's wrong with you? But yeah, there's reflective all over the place. It's even on the brim of the tongue right there. This is sick. Now, as far as the materials go, it's all textiles and synthetics. And yes, this is all the way back in 1997. This is pretty standard for the running category. This bottom layer right here almost feels like a canvas, like a really tight weave. It's very interesting feeling. You've got 3M piping, obviously, along with more synthetic materials. And then you've got all of this textile here, keeping things lightweight, breathable, flexible, all that stuff. Damn near no breaking time. You put these on and you just smooth sailing from there, man. It's awesome. Now, as far as fit is concerned, they do fit true to size. Whatever you typically wear, that is what I would recommend. If you were interested in grabbing a pair and you happen to be here in the Sacramento area, Phenom will have them. They're located downtown in the Delco Shopping Center. They're right across the pathway or walkway from Macy's. They also have a website, which we will link down below in the description box. So if you're ever missing out on anything and you're not here, go check there. It's probably on there. And with that being said, what is today's question of the day?
Rate your gift wrapping skills
Oh,
on a scale
gosh.
of 1 to 10.
I'm in the negatives. Like, you know how, like, you can't be great at everything? Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the thing that, like, you know, the universe was like, no. Can draw? Sure. Can play basketball? Sure. Can talk about shoes all day? Sure. Wrap presents? No. I can't even put them in the bags right. You know the bags that are just bags?
Yeah.
And you put the fluffing in there?
Yeah.
It looks awful. When you do it, it looks all cool. I'm like, wow. Looks like I paid somebody to do that.
Thanks.
I do it, and it's just like, it looks like I stuffed trash in a bag.
I think mine just looks good in comparison too.
I've seen many a gift bags, and yours looks like it got, like somebody paid for that.
Well, I mean, a gift bag's not hard, but physically wrapping something.
No, trust me, and your gift wrapping is like really good too. We're talking like almost Mr. Bean level. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's such a high compliment. Thank you.
I'm just saying, like, she takes her time. You know what I mean? And I'm just kind of like, hurry the fuck up. They're gonna rip this, wrap the tape all around it. We're done. I don't know how far into the negatives we can go, but I'm way down there. If there was a competition for the worst gift wrapping of all time, I might win that. But with all of that, what was the question?
Everybody needs to rate their wrapping.
There you go. That's the question of the day. Sound off below. Let us know on top of all of that. What do you think about these bad boys down in the comment section? Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch you guys on the next one. So until then, y'all have a good one.
Enjoy these bloopers.
No. Now the designer of these bad boys is Christian Tresser. Why can't I talk?
Tressor?
ER.
Oh, okay.
Tresser.
Sure.
Now the designer of these bad boys is Christian Tresser. Fuck, why can't I say together? I'm so glad you're enjoying yourself.
You sound like you're not moving your teeth. Christian Tresser.
It's just a lot of shh all together. Christian Tresser.
Tress.
Tresser. Like dresser, but Tresser.
Yeah.
Don't put any of this in there. I'm serious. Now,